You wrote Commercial Real Estate Restructuring Revolution. Tell us a little bit about this book and why you wrote it.
You know, the real estate world changed, I think, after the third quarter of 2008 when everything was going crazy, right? I mean, think about what happened for a second. Bear Stearns collapsed, Lehman collapsed, Fannie and Freddie were put into conservatorship. There were several banks that collapsed and had to be taken over countrywide. Merrill Lynch was taken over. There were massive, massive disruptions. And all of a sudden, all these documents that lawyers were churning out in the middle of the night under pressure were getting tested. And the results were unbelievable. I can remember, I'll give you one super simple example of how crazy it was. I think in 2009, I was litigating a loan that had an extension option, and I was on it was a big loan on a big property here in New York, and a lot of major players were involved. And I'm on the phone with a whole bunch of attorneys, and I'm hearing everyone describe their view of these sophisticated lawyers of the extension option. And I realize all of a sudden, we're all not reading the same document. It's not possible for their views to be this different. And so I turned to the bottom of the document, and lawyers tend to put footers on documents. So as you're going through drafts, you might say, you know, point 1, point 2, and I say to everyone, I name them, there's maybe 15 lawyers on the phone call, tell me the numbers in the lower left-hand corner. And sure enough, there's 5 or 6 different executed versions of the document. In other words, probably what happened is some paralegal at some major firm or lawyer or young lawyer got a little confused at 4 in the morning when they were finally wrapping up this massive deal, and it ended up being just different execution versions of the document, which obviously should never occur. So the mistakes were that fundamental, and many, many other mistakes. And so I decided that there was such a shift in the way transactions were being documented thereafter and the court cases testing them, that I would write this book. So I wrote the book. It was a very big effort. It has a fairly narrow audience, so the book as a freestanding financial enterprise was not justified, but it more than paid off in terms of the reputational effects. So it was a worthwhile exercise, and I enjoyed the process of writing it.